think we bring a breath of fresh air onto the scene, a breath of fresh air in that we are looking to develop our country in the most sincerest of ways. It is not a talk show. Ngafiri abambi balanda ukutira tukesa chitaifi, tukesa fixa when nothing much is happening. The first thing that we have to do is, how is governance number? What exactly are we doing in terms of governance as a nation? There are a lot of things that people want to see happen. There are a lot of things that people have yearned to see happen. Why is it that mining towns like Fulira, or indeed the Copper Belt itself, why is it that it's going down? Meanwhile, mulikopa, mining towns were used to do good in terms of football. Why is it that we're going down? In terms of production, mines, people had jobs. Why is it that we're going down? So the breath of fresh air that we are bringing onto the scene is that we are bringing in a holistic approach towards development, starting with governance systems. Our governance systems need to be realigned to meet the aspirations of the people. Choosing who to employ or who not to employ. What is the role of the youth in the development agenda of this country? Or we have a plan for them. All those are things that are supposed to be discussion points that all of us should be talking about. What is the development agenda for each and every area that we are in? For example, in Fulira itself, what is the development agenda that we have from Fulira? What is it that we did before we came into government? What is it that we are doing now? Those are the discussions that we have to be having now, and we have to be having honest discussions for that matter. If nefingi twalalandapo, but I'll have you lead the discussion so that we're responding to what exactly people want.
Yes, as we are building up this conversation, President Zulu, we just want to get your views regarding what is happening within the PF. You have internal wrangles. With these internal wrangles, Honorable Zulu, do you feel the PF will emerge victorious and sort out these problems? And the other issue which the listener out there wants to know is that if the PF continue having these challenges, these problems, which platform, which vehicle are you going to use in 2026 to stand as Republican president?
To start with, the Patriotic Front Party is a very interesting organization. Interesting in the sense that we are a people who, no matter how much we differ within the party, we are still united. We have seen attempts to take away the party from the owners or from the people that belong to it. These attempts have seen the matter going to court. But you may have noticed that every time there's an attempt to take over the party, those who attempt to take over the party only go away with a paper. The people still remain Muchpani. And the reason the people still remain Muchpani is because the Patriotic Front is an ideology. It is people that are galvanized around an ideology. The pro-poor ideology that we have as PF is what has galvanized all of us, such that those that have gone away with a paper, in the way that Chavinga claims to be president of PF, There's no one who follows Chawinga. Chawinga can't have a meeting anywhere. But then the Patriotic Front Party, as you know it, continues to meet. We continue to talk to people, and you know where the real PF is. It's for that reason that you are recognizing me as an aspiring presidential candidate in PF. You have recognized Lubinda as an aspiring presidential candidate in PF, and all the other candidates, including Honorable Mao Sampa, as an aspiring candidate, because we know that is where the genesis of this was, and he got to realize that no, the rightful place where the party has to be, we have to go back under the leadership or the true leadership of the party, as was previously recognized before Imingala Tovate Deva UPND Shaishire Chinjama paper ya ku Registrar of Societies. So do not be mistaken. You may see or you may think that there's really a big fight in PF, but we always emerge victorious. There was a fight in 2015 that almost saw the party coming to its being divided. That fight was possibly worse than the one that you are possibly observing from the outside. But we will unite around the cause and run with it. We will fight for PF. We will fight for the restoration of PF and participate in the next election as PF. But should we fail to get PF back, we are not short of ideas. We are not short of plans as to how we are going to take over government. Because what we have to do is deal with the country, deal with the problems that the country is facing. And we are committed to that cause because we know that most of our people who are poor, our people who are struggling to get employment, our people who are struggling to feed on a daily basis, need solutions to the problems that they are having. People are hungry. It's for that reason that almost at any given point, people are saying, give us a candidate, PF, give us a candidate. We know what we don't want, but give us a candidate. That fight or that call for a candidate in PF is because people miss the times when the prioritization was prioritization of people that are in need. They miss those times. They miss the times when a government promised and delivered on its promises. Not if it no ubunga bukesa pali 50 kwacha ulipali shinga inonshita. Awe dola ikesa pali 12 kwacha ilipali shinga inonshita. Awe fertilizer mkarashita pali 250 ilipali shinga inonshita. I was listening to VIP yesterday when she was saying that no, fertilizer in the remotest of areas is costing 1,050 kwacha. Ewalandirepo mailo. Number 1,050 kwacha. 250 kwacha. Ewalandirepo. Ewachile promise wa HH. Teo. That is a broken promise. Promises that gave hope to people, but all of us are in a hopeless state right now because we cannot, our lives can't be sustained because of the cost of living. So, because Fintuna Fidula is the opposite of what they said. People are saying, take us back to where we used to be. And that place is where PF comes in as an answer. PF had started a project to build the Mfulira District Hospital. This project was going to have a mother shelter, it was going to have a theater, it was going to have an outpatient department, it was going to have different facilities that were going to be answering to the needs of the people in Mfulira. Number what's happening? The moment by UPND by Shirem Power, they stopped that project. They didn't carry on with that project. What did they do? They decided they're going to be doing other things. In the mines, they've pushed their own people there. Misepera, who have been finding a living from the mining sector, have been chased from areas where they used to make a living. Hospitals, like I said, Mufulira District Hospital has not been completed. People are being referred to Ndola and Kitwe now. which is a problem. People should not be going to Ndola and Kitwe. By now, they should have been attended to right there in Mufulira at Mufulira District Hospital. And there's been no reason that has been given as to why they abandoned that project. Takwaba, ukwisa mu government, fidefto waleshita abanobe efisuma wafirekeresha. You don't do that. You finish because the agenda is for Zambia. It is not for a party. And PF understands that mission very well, that the agenda is for Zambia, the agenda is for development of Zambia. We were building a school there, which is only 11 kilometers from the central business district. That school was going to have 22 classrooms. It was going to have a clinic. It was going to have a lab. It was going to have an assembly hall, administration block, a library, and 24 houses for teachers. What did the UPND do? They stopped that project. Now, what was the essence of stopping this project? What wrong have the people of Mufulira